Stadium in Columbus, Ohio. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
On the banks of the Olentangy River, the Horseshoe is one of the most iconic venues in all of sports. Over 100,000 people strong, the Ohio State Buckeyes might have the best home field advantage in all of college sports. These fans are ready to rock and showcase their Buckeyes this season. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Buckeyes ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. So Texas's offense will go to work first. And here comes Arch Manning. Man, was he locked in last time out. Completed better than 70% and threw for more than 350 yards.
And how much fun has it been watching this young man early this season as advertised? It was so special a year ago. And, David, you could really see all the work this guy has put in the offseason. He's playing at a different level early this season and certainly looking to continue that today.
And that's why this team's doing a lot of winning. And he's doing a lot of performing. Like, he's coming out the gates really, really strong. Got his team in position early on. Listen, you got to start fast. Then you get to the middle of the season. Impressed by the way he started this season.
Manning tries to pick it up on third down. Throws to the wideout. And he gets it away. The Longhorns will call on their punt team. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. The Buckeyes offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And when you have a corner of this caliber, it gives the defense so many options in the way they can attack. We'll see what they're able to do with this guy. Tight end now in motion. From the gun, it's Jackson. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. They're working that left side. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. Long way to go on 2nd down. Smith's got it. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience. Sayin back to the air. Makes the grab. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Sayin. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. There he goes to the right. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And this exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Here's Sayin to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Makes a connection. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. New set of downs after the completion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
Out wide left, it's Smith. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. On the run, it's Jackson. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. They give it back to him. Could be an alley. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up. The Buckeyes are threatening on first and goal. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down. They have had the ball for a week and a half. Play number 10 coming up. Sayin from the gun on third down. Fires quickly. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on fourth down. Fourth down, Sayin. Here comes the heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
The defense comes up big time on the fourth down play, trying to get the stop, making sure he doesn't get a first down. The fumble, it's just the icing on the sundae. That's fine. We'll take it. But more importantly, they got the big stop and turnover on downs.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Snags a quick pass on the left. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Not much room there. They'll give him 1 to the 9. Ton of ground to cover here on third and long. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. Finds his big tight end. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with the pick.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing it as zone defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
The quick out. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Buckeyes have taken it inside the 20. Throwing, say it. Hauls it in. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Using his legs, it's Jackson. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal. To the air, it's Sayin. Lets it go to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. Sayin from the gun on third down. Caught. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on fourth down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Manning with a play fake. Right side, it's Townsend. Fighting off the defender. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. It's first and 10 from the 31. A give to Brown. They put the brakes on him. They'll need a bunch on second down. Here's Arch to throw. Left side is Townsend. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Oh, pressure's coming. Makes the grab. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a fourth down. And the Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Play fake, Julian Sayin. Hauls it in. Turns it on in midfield. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. This is one of the great atmospheres in the sport, but this crowd demands to be entertained, and they are entertained right now.
Yeah, when you've got playmakers that you can throw the ball to down the field like Ohio State does consistently every year, you always expect this. This fan base goes nuts because year after year they have elite playmakers.
Out wide left, it's Smith. They throw it in reverse as that's the final play here in the first period. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Saying from the gun on third down. On the move, he fires. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be fourth down after the rare drop from this dude. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And guys still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmaker.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. Arch is going to throw for it. He wants to go deep. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. To throw, it's Manning. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down. This crowd knows when to bring it. Manning to the air again. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. And now there's a stoppage for an injured Buckeye. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Might as well run him again. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. You know they'd love to convert this third down after missing a field goal on the last drive. They'll send the back in motion. From the gun on third down, say it. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Now this offense is back on the field. They go to the counter. Oh, he's got some space. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Timed it perfectly to knock him free and forces the third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Manning from the gun on third down. Another incompletion on third down. The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. The kick is high and away and headed toward the sideline. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Takes the handoff, it's Jackson. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Gets the back moving. Julian with the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down. Big play on the catch. It'll be enough to move the change, but there is a man still down on the field. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Throws for the tight end. Got a man in the middle. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Straight ahead, it's Jackson. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6. Now on 2nd down. Selling the fake. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Saying, hit as he throws. He makes the catch. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. He leaves it with the back. Turning it on. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. Running the red zone, it's Jackson. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal. So 3 previous red zone trips and 3 points. That's not efficient. They'd like to get it in the end zone this time. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Arch Madness. He'll throw it. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run the counter. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Now here's Manning. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
He's going to throw deep right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Off the bootleg and rolling out. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Looking to the big tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he's got it from 57. What a beauty.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Looking for room, it's Jackson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
And the Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. He's got it on the right. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go play action with Sayin. Throwing right. Got his man. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Sayin. It's dropped after taking the hit. 2nd and long here. Just keeps slinging it. Makes a catch. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. 3rd and long right here. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Left side, it's Johnson. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Drops back, it's Sayin. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Buckeyes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Turns it upfield. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Sayin on the play action. Finds his big tight end. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. A first down run in the red zone. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. They'll run the screen. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. He wants it all. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the point after is good. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Manning. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. These DBs going to give a little cushion. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We start with Tennessee taking on the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. And it's the Volunteers looking to extend that win streak to 4 in a row. It's one of the better coaching jobs in football right now, and a nice payday could be on the horizon. And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is. Now back over to your game in Columbus. And a first half that's been dominated by this special teams unit. How often do we say that? But it's a dynamite group who understands football isn't just about offense and defense. And what they've done through 2 quarters is help tilt the scales of this game. What adjustments the other sides can make is going to go a long way in determining who wins this game.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
Time to put an end to the speculation and find out. They're inside the horseshoe.
Could not make his way to the corner.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Sayin. Looking left. He's got it. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
That's a great job getting the first down by that guy. He's a big-time weapon. He's got the speed. He's got everything you look for in a wide receiver. And it's funny, you think about Ohio State football. Back in the day, Woody Hayes running the ball 3 yards in a cloud of dust. But recently, they've been recruiting playmakers at the receiving position because this offense has changed. It's now up-tempo. They're now throwing the ball vertically down the field. And they've had so many guys go in the first round in recent years. This dude right here fits that mold to a T. Love watching this guy play.
Got the quick pass. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. Long way to go on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Jackson. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Fires one high and deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. On the run, it Smothers. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Just feeds the running back. Defense all over it. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Finds his target. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Gets it away. It's a laser and maybe no chance for a return. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Man, oh man, these offenses just haven't been able to find any room to get things going, David.
And to quote the great philosopher, Reese Davis, this is very ungood. Just nothing working for this offense, Palmer. They got to find something.
Well, the plays look good against the scout team during the week in practice. But
intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Manning on play action. Keeping his eyes downfield. Slides to the ground, picks up the 1st down, and avoids the hit. And the Longhorns trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Texas! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wideout. Here's Sayin to throw. It's complete to the left.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Play fake, Julian Sayin. He'll get rid of it. Can't hold on in the face of the contact. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Again, it's Sayin. Reels it in. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Buckeyes look to keep this drive humming. Uh-oh, look out. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Hits inside. It's Jackson. Tough, determined run. Gets it down to the 12. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Throwing. Sayin. Snags it. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeye! Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. Got a good one going here, all tied up in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Manning to throw. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. That type of pressure on the quarterback, that's vintage Ohio State, right in keeping with the legacy that's been established by the Buckeye team.
Yeah, and you take pride in that. You own that legacy with all those guys you see performing at a high level in the NFL. Man, you see that, you want to go get it, recruiting guys to fit those profiles. That's why Ohio State always has a good defensive line.
3rd down from the gun, Manning throws to the tight end. Out wide left, it's Townsend. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Looking for space. It's Smothers. Knocked down immediately. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Left side is Coleman. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Wide open downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. They'll run it. It's Brown. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing Manning. Extending the play. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Setting up the screen. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. And after yet another third down conversion, they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They'll run with Brown. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. Brown again. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. This quarterback part of their running game. Got the first down himself. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. Say it. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. 2nd and long here. Running inside. It's Jackson. And he's brought down after a short gain. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Quickly to the tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Buckeyes send out the punt unit. He's going to have to strike this ball well in the face of this howling wind. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Out wide right, it's Coleman. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the 3rd quarter. Big play on the catch. It'll be enough to move the chains, but there is a man still down on the field. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Quick give. It's Brown. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. Through 3 quarters of play, and both of these quarterbacks have been impressive. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They go play action with Manning. Fires complete on the crosser. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. Rides to the back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Longhorns pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Red pass, it's complete. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wide receiver going in motion. Rid of it on the RPO. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. Working the middle, it's complete. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains, it's 1st down at the 27. To throw, Manning. Looking down the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. No more room to rise. This defense rises up on 3rd down, and now it's 4th down from the 22. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good! And now the lead is extended a little further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Back's got it on the screen. Fights off a defender. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. 3rd down coming up after the completion. Churns into the pile. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, it's Jackson. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Dropping back, it's Sayin. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Here comes the Texas offense. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Right side, it's Wingo. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Play action, here's Manning. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. Maybe a crease. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Longhorns will try to pick it up on 4th down. Out wide left, it's Wingo. And he is stopped short. The defense gets it done on 4th down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cross. Slams his way forward. He'll get 3 out to the 11. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a 1st down at the 23.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Fires to the tight end. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. Saying back to the air. Turns it upfield. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. And the Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Saying. Dumps it off in the flats. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
Get you some of that. And with that completion, now he's over 400 yards on the day. That's a really, really good game for this quarterback. He's been almost flawless.
They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. To the air, it's Sayin. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking for the score. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
Great play by the defense, and they're expecting this, right? In a 2-minute situation, they've got a 2-possession lead. They got a lot of DBs out on the field, and everybody's eyes are just on the quarterback. They're all seeing it thrown, and they're breaking on the ball, and they come away with a nice interception.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Manning with a play fake. Unloads to the wideout. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now.
It's just frustrating. You know, you're an offense, you're in a great position, you're up by 2 scores. All you do is take care of the football. Premium, taking care of the football. We're trying to run some clock. We're trying to get out of here with a W. Turning the football over is the worst thing you could possibly do.
Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ballgame. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Straight ahead, it's Smothers. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4. Ohio State calls its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Keep it on the ground. There's some daylight. He's past the sticks. Brought down after a big run, and that is the way to put an exclamation point on this one. Final timeout called by the Buckeyes. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams